Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michelle, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
And this is the Main Street Mouse Weekly Podcast, show number 211 for December 8th, 2025.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you. But may I just say,
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, and happy Monday.
It is Monday. We're back.
We're back.
I don't know where we were, but we're back from work.
We're back from an exciting week.
We had such an exciting week.
That's total sarcasm.
Well,
You'll find out.
But I did a lot of work around the house last week with printing and stuff like that.
That's true. That's true.
It's not that we weren't busy. It's just we weren't out of the house much.
You must check out tmsmemporium.com. Shameless plug for Scott Atwood.
Shameless plug.
You know what? It's our show.
I know. We can do whatever we want.
Do what I want.
We got you guys tied up for the next hour plus. So sit back, relax. Put your tray tables up. Put your seatbelts on. Sorry, we're both tired really bad today. But last week, we did do something that we had talked about doing since it was announced.
We did.
And it's not something we ever do.
No.
For many multiple reasons.
No, we don't.
So last week on Tuesday, which would have been December 2nd, the Grinch meals were dropping at McDonald's.
We are so lame.
We are so lame.
We were excited about Grinch meals.
And so was everybody else because it was all over social media. The line to get the food was forever long.
Yeah. And people were posting their Grinch meals because they come with socks. And so, like, this girl that I went to school with, I'm Facebook friends with her. And her daughter were, like, absolutely consumed with getting all the socks.
How many Grinch meals did they buy?
And you know what?
Huh.
Yesterday, she posted she got all the colors.
Oh, my gosh.
She got all the colors.
They're all the same socks, just different colors.
No, they're
right?
different. They have different sayings on the bottom.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yes.
that. We got 3. You, me, and Aiden each got ours.
Yeah.
We got 2 green and a red.
Right.
Which was right, because I wanted the green, Aiden wanted the green, and you said you wanted the red and the blue, I think is what you wanted.
You know what? I just want them just because. And I don't even know why. It's like because it's a novelty thing and everybody wants it, and I got all caught up.
Yeah, so it comes in this is an adult Happy Meal, essentially. It comes in a box, a Grinch box.
Yeah.
You get Grinch salt powder to sprinkle on your fries with a little bag to put the fries and the salt in there to shake.
Don't use the whole bag, though.
Don't use the whole bag, which was actually very good. The salt was actually
I was
pretty
very
good.
surprised
It's a
that.
dill pickle salt, right?
Yeah, it's like somebody online described it as like pickle and it's like salt and vinegar.
Oh, okay.
I tasted more pickle.
I tasted vinegar is what's used when you're making pickles, so I guess
Yeah, I don't know.
part of the flavor, but
But so I didn't think I was going to like it, so I put some of the Grinch quote unquote salt, which is more of a powder. I put it in my McNuggets tray.
right, because you either get McNuggets or a Big Mac.
Right. That's it. Nuggets or Big Mac. There
Right.
you can't finagle.
Right.
So I put a little bit in my container and I stuck like a fry in it and I was chewing and you were looking at me waiting for
I was waiting.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's not bad.
I was shocked because usually you're not daring enough to try stuff like that until after I've tried it and you
Right.
did it first.
I always make you go first.
So it's funny though because the pack of powder is pretty good size.
It really is.
So I have 2 that are unopened because Aiden didn't want the powder and I took mine and put it aside. So it's all good. It's
Okay, but
I got
here's
powder. I got the boxes. I saved them.
Did you save the boxes?
I did. I saved the boxes. I saved the shaker bag.
Shaker bag.
Yeah, because it's Grinch stuff, and I love the Grinch, so I would save everything.
So, yeah. And like we totally knew because I believe we said it that night maybe even while we were in the drive-through, you pulled up your phone to see if people were already like
On
reselling.
eBay.
Yeah, and they are, and people are selling like the socks for $100. And I'm sorry. Okay, so here's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
Okay. So I saw a different Grinch box, and it was really cool looking. And
Oh.
I'm like, where's that? Well, apparently Canada had one also. I don't know if it's still out or not, but Canada had their own also.
Well, we need to message our friend in Canada.
We
if
do
they
have a
need that
friend in
box.
Canada. But I don't know if it's selling now, if it was last year, whatever.
Claire, can you go to McDonald's for us?
Claire,
the box, please, Claire.
help a girl out. And I don't even know if it was socks. I don't know anything about it. But the whole point, whatever was in the box, people are already selling on eBay.
Wow.
And I don't know if it's because like different countries can't get, like we couldn't get the Canadian one.
Right.
You know, other people, let's say overseas,
Mhm.
love the Grinch and want that, you know, the socks and the salt and whatever.
Right.
I don't know, but it, you know, here nor there, whatever reason, it was already on eBay when we were like in the drive-through, like getting our stuff.
And see, that's crazy to me because there's a McDonald's on every corner in the
Oh
U.S.
God, yes.
So it's like, why would you pay $100 for socks? You could just, even if you don't want the food, buy the food and give it to somebody who needs it. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't like the food or whatever, if you just want the socks. But if you'd pay $100 for 4 pair of socks,
Yeah.
which you could probably find similar socks if you go to like Ross or Marshalls or TJ Maxx.
You can totally find Grinch socks.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. And so we had basically the red or green socks. So we tried to look on the packaging because I noticed some of the people on eBay said all 4 unopened. And I'm like, how do you know which one it is?
How do you know which is which? Because we looked.
And it's a metal, silver, aluminum foil colored inside the package that the socks are in. So it's not even like you could hold a light up to it, I think, and see through to see what color it is. So it's like, how did you know which one you got? I don't understand. Because I looked all over, unless I'm missing it, I didn't see anywhere on the packaging that said what color it was.
I'm thinking that the people at the McDonald's know which ones are which. Like maybe they have a box that says blue. Maybe they have a box that says red. And maybe said person knows somebody that works there. And they're like, here's one of each. Or maybe they're an employee.
Could be.
You never know.
I'm just glad I got the green ones because those are the ones I wanted.
Are they going to fit your big feet, though?
I don't know. I just wanted Grinch socks. They probably won't fit, though. They'll be like those little slip-on socks that people wear in their shoes.
Yeah, because I know you have a hard time with socks. My red ones will fit me, and I will wear them.
And Aiden's fit him because he put them on and wasn't me.
Right away.
So, in addition to the Grinch meal, though, that day, they also dropped the Disneyland 70th Happy Meals for kids, which is weird. They dropped both on the same day, and also weird to me that it took them 7 months since Disneyland 70th started to drop these their toys, and there's 70 figurines.
Is that what that is?
There's 70 of them. There's 2 in every package that you get.
Yeah, there's 2, which I like because most of the time, because I have collected Disney stuff in Happy Meals. Most of the time, there is not 2. They make you go back and buy like 70 Happy
70 Happy Meals would be a lot. So I had enough points in my McDonald's app to get a free Happy Meal. So we added the free Happy Meal onto the order we got so we could get the toy.
Right.
And they didn't even care about the food, just wanted that toy. So we got it comes in a little box. I mean, it's the 70th anniversary box.
Same thing.
And then it's got its own little box with the toys in it. And I think for a Disney fan, we probably got the best 2 toys.
We did because we got Mickey and we got Sleeping Beauty Castle.
It was the perfect 70th anniversary set that we could possibly have gotten.
Yeah, because I've seen online other people posting what they've gotten, and it doesn't make any sense. Like a Star Wars person and like a princess, like you know what I mean?
It's
Like
weird
I don't
that
know
we got those 2.
I don't know if they just threw them in bags and were like whatever. But you were looking on the Happy Meal box and you saw stuff that you wanted. You wanted Hatbox Ghost, and I saw a Rapunzel, and I really would like that.
Right.
But here's the thing, you guys. Here's the problem with all of this.
I think I know exactly where you're going with this because I was about to start there too.
We don't eat McDonald's on the regular.
We were so sick the next day.
I felt so pukey that night from all the grease.
Yes.
And then even the next day, I'm like, why do I feel so bad? I'm like, oh my gosh, it was that Grinch meal.
We never eat McDonald's.
And the thing is that, okay, so it comes with the Grinch comes with 10-piece nuggets. I ate maybe 3 and I gave Ava like 2. So I don't know if it was just the grease. I don't know what it was.
Right.
Because normally, like, I mean, when we've been on the road to and from Michigan, we flip through the McDonald's. I don't know what I get.
I mean, a lot of times we get McDonald's breakfast, which is fine. It's probably the best fast food breakfast place there is to go to next to Chick-fil-A.
Pancakes.
Yeah, you like the pancakes. I like the sausage muffins with egg. And they're good. And that's how I had points because me and you get that for breakfast now and then.
Right.
And I just accumulate points. And that's why I had somebody to get the free one, which was kind of cool to get something for free like that.
I know he loves that.
But so we got the Nugget Kids meal with just fries, no apple slices. And I honestly, I don't even think I ate all the fries from my meal or the kids' meal. I did eat the Big Mac. I hadn't had a Big Mac in years. And I'll admit, the first couple bites tasted great.
I bet.
And then it started to not taste as great. Now, there's a McDonald's getting ready to open up right by our house. I mean, literally within walking distance from our house.
You could walk in about 10 minutes.
And that one's going to be opening. And I'll be curious because everybody's always said when you go to a brand new McDonald's, the food tastes so much better.
And I believe for research purposes, we should try it. Even if we got a Happy Meal. And here's the thing. Like, I know we're talking a lot about the McDonald's, but I like their fries. They are my favorite fries.
Right.
But the caveat is I like them when they're crisp and fresh.
Right.
Don't give me mushy cold fries in a bag. Blah. So
Which is what we had.
because the McDonald's is like 20 minutes away. So if you're not eating there, by the time you get home, everything tastes like crap. But us having one that's getting ready to open at the corner of the street, I like that. So I'm willing to give that a go.
You're willing to give that another shot.
Yeah, because I do love their fries. And you can, summertime, do you need something to eat? Are you hungry? And we'll whip through McDonald's and I will get a small fry and a caramel sundae.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask why. I just do. Because I like their ice cream.
But people do that with Wendy's. They get the Frosties and the fries and they dip them.
I'm not a fan of a Frosty anymore or their fries at Wendy's. But and that's the thing. I was bummed. I do like McDonald's every now and again.
Well, here's the problem. So we got home with this food that you took Ava with us to go pick it up.
I did.
Which was a whole nother story because at first Ava's sitting in the back seat, fine and dandy. We get in the drive-thru and Ava wants to come in the front seat. Well, somebody pulls Ava in the front seat.
Oh.
And then that same somebody couldn't put Ava in the back seat.
She's heavy and fat.
So now here's the thing. So the McDonald's window lady handed me the tray with 4 drinks on it because there was a kid's meal drink and then 3 adult drinks. And then I was handed 4 boxes of food. And I had no place. I couldn't put them on the seat next to me and I couldn't give them to you because you had Ava on your lap.
Okay, but I remedied that.
And then they forgot our sauces.
They did. So, yeah. So when you went back in to get the sweet and sour and the hot mustard, whatever, I took the drinks and I put them on the thing in between us.
Yeah.
And I put Ava on my right hip by the window, and it worked out. But you know what? I can't help it. She jumped up, and what's a girl to do? What's I gonna do?
Now, before we left, I said, let's not bring her because we're going to have a lot of stuff. And you're like, no, it will be fine. She'll be in the back seat. It won't bother us. And then we're in the drive-thru, and you pulled her to the front. And I'm like, put her in the back. And you couldn't put her back there. You couldn't.
She's heavy.
Your body.
And I put her down by my feet for a minute. And the lady at the drive-thru window was laughing because she saw me struggling with a French bulldog. she's laughing because she had to hand the drinks over. And I'm like trying to like stuff her somewhere for a minute. And it was a disaster. But
that's why your fries were ice cold by the time we got home because all the fidgeting and
oh my God, that's not why.
And then going back in to get the sauces, they forgot.
Okay,
and then
there's
driving
that.
home. And then when we got home, you had pictures of the socks, the boxes, the 70th box. You took
of
all.
Of course I do.
So it was like 45 minutes before we ate. Since the time we got it.
I think I did reheat my food. But anyway, that's a long story about Happy Meals and Grinch meals. I like the novelty of it. It's not the food.
Right.
It's the novelty. It's the boxes. It's the prize you get. And I told my mom about them because she takes my nephews to over there.
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, new Happy Meals?" And I'm like, "No, Mom." I said, "Well, they do have Happy Meals or Disney." I said, "But the Grinch meals, oh, so there's Grinch Happy Meals." "No, Mom."
Grinch adult meals.
I'm like, "They're adult meals. So if you get them for the nephews, they are not small."
Right. It's a Big Mac and the regular,
Or a
I think
10-piece
medium sized
nugget.
fry or a 10-piece nugget, which the nephews, Connor could probably, I don't know if Jackson could eat that much.
I don't know.
But it's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food. So I meant to ask her how that worked out. I hope she got the Disney meals.
And if she did, we want the toys. Don't give them to the nephews.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? We're going to be there for Christmas, and maybe we can finagle some toys.
Because if they got the hat box, they're not going to have it long.
And you know what?
They don't even know who Hatbox is.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell. You know what? You like if we see them the first day, you should say, "Hey, you should bring Uncle Scott your Disney toys from the Happy Meals," and they'll say, "Okay." So Christmas Eve, they'll have Christmas toys.
And then Uncle Scott's going to have dollar bills in his pocket and be like, "Jackson, here's a crisp $1 bill for that Hatbox ghost."
Listen to us. We're already trying to finagle toys away from children. But yeah, so there's 70. I really want the Rapunzel. There's a lot of cute ones. There's a lot of ones I don't care about.
There's a Marvel. I think it's Iron Man. I think they had in there. I have to look again because it's 70 is overwhelming to really look at them all.
There's so many.
There are so many, but I really do want. I like the two we got. I think it's really cool that we got Sleeping Beauty Castle and Mickey. I know there's another Sleeping Beauty Castle though. There's a different one. It's like a golden
like
one.
gold, all gold. I got the one that actually had the colors
Right.
on it,
It's
but
like the
I believe it's
chaser.
all gold. It reminds me of a chaser, like for boxes, like when you. How much do you want to bet? Speaking of eBay, that non-colored castle will be on the eBay.
Now you got me. I gotta go look.
He's
while
gonna
we're-
go look
while we're
right
sitting here
now,
talking about
so.
this because who knows? I'm sure it is.
Because you know how people are.
Right.
I just want the stuff for me.
Yeah, I don't do it necessarily because I plan to resell. I mean, it's nice to know that if I ever do want to resell it, I have it.
But see, if I wear those Grinch socks, they're not gonna be good anymore.
See, I do want another pair of those.
I
and
do
I
want-
don't know why.
I know, me either. So I read online. Now I don't know if this is true. I don't know, but somebody said you can go in and just buy the socks for $5.
Oh, well, that's not bad. Then.
That's not bad. Now I don't know if it's true or not. Like I don't want to go into our local McDonald's and look like stupid. You know, like, hey, can I have a pair of socks?
Can I buy a pair of socks from you?
Can I buy a pair of socks?
So,
And I want to pick the color also.
Okay, so the sets are predetermined. They do. So it's always Mickey in the castle
Is it really?
because there's a lot of people selling that combo.
Oh,
So that is like, but it's still to me seems like that's the best one to get.
I think so.
If you're a Disneyland collector, Minnie comes with the gold castle.
Oh.
Because I see it here on eBay. So the one we got, $14.99, $9.99, $8.95.
Oh.
Minnie, $40, $48.95. The combo of both sets, $59.99. So people are
Trying to resell them.
the resellers. They are selling them. But yeah, the one with it's Minnie with the gold castle.
Interesting. So now I have to have that. Now I need that.
So we have to go back, is what you're saying.
Ugh.
So there's a Maleficent, which is really cool. There's Iron Man. I'm sure you would like the Dumbo.
Oh, Dumbo, yes.
Gold Castle, Boba Fett, Black Panther. I'm just naming the ones I care about. I think that's supposed to be Black Widow. I'm not sure. Chewbacca.
Is there
Groot.
any I care about?
No. Rapunzel. Thanos. Hatbox Ghost. Frozone. I would like Frozone. That's a good one. Yeah, there's a lot of them on here. Vader. That's cool. They're all really cool, and they're not really a great toy. They're just more of like a little.
They're
statue.
very lightweight. If you're looking for like a one of those heavy like figures or whatever, they are not it. They're very lightweight. I was surprised how light they are.
Yeah, I was too. I thought they'd be a little bit heavier or larger than they are. But I still want them, which is weird because usually I tried to stop collecting stuff a long time ago, and it's like it sucks me back in. Every time I step away, I get sucked back in.
Well, somebody over on the Facebook posted what they got, and it was that, what's her name, that nobody cares about, Asha.
From Wish?
Yeah.
They keep pushing her no matter what.
They're
they put.
trying. Bless their hearts. Bless them. And I don't remember. I want to say it was like Chewbacca or something with it. I don't know.
Chewbacca would be the one I would go for. I'd be like, keep her, send me the Chewbacca. I'll pay you an extra $1 to keep her.
Yeah, right? I mean, like, and somebody was like, oh, yeah, good for you. And I don't know if it was a good for you, like a pat on the back.
Or was it like a bless your heart?
Yeah. I don't know, but I'd have been disappointed with that.
Right. No, I would have too.
And I don't even know if it was Chewbacca. It was something else that had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, I would like to know what the combinations are, because if it's like, put Marvel with Marvel, put Star Wars with Star Wars.
They didn't do
put
that. It's
Pixar with
it's a
Pixar.
mixed bag.
Yeah,
It's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag, baby.
So yeah, we've talked a lot about it. Not
20 minutes of McDonald's.
you know what? Not a sponsor.
They
And
should be, even though we said the food made us sick.
even though we said that we were sick the next day, and I was very nauseous. But we're still gonna try the one up the street. Anyway, so if you're interested in novelty things, go up to your local McDonald's and do that.
Is it wrong that I'm sitting here going, I kind of think I want McDonald's tonight for dinner, even though I don't? It sounds like I want the
You know
toy.
what? If those fries were like crispy and hot and not a ball of nasty mush. Oh, and another thing I don't like about
Oh boy,
McDonald's.
here we go.
They are my favorite fries, so I'm
Fired up.
going to be opinionated.
I like Five Guys better, but
Okay, those are good too. But when they give them to you and they don't feel cooked all the way, when they're
Right.
flimsy and they're
Right.
too light of a color, they're like the color of potato. No, they need to be the color of dark potato.
But that night, I think it was because there was just so many people in line. They were just trying to get the orders out as fast as
you
they
know what?
could.
I can understand that, but still, they were gross, and I was disappointed. And I even tried putting like ketchup all over it, and it didn't help. But yeah, so the long and short of it, there is fun stuff at McDonald's.
There is. And I know we're going to talk about it later, but there's also, if you're a SpongeBob fan, Burger King has a really good Happy Meal, or meal.
Oh my gosh,
SpongeBob.
our son Aiden, he loves SpongeBob so much, and he's like, "Mom, where's the closest Burger King?" He asked us that last night.
Yeah. And there's not a close one to us, really.
No, and you don't get a toy; you get a pie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strawberry pie, which he doesn't like strawberries, so
I
we'll
don't
have to
know.
see.
He'd
how that
probably eat
goes.
it anyway. Anyway,
Okay, so that's enough about McDonald's for now,
sorry about that.
unless we bring it back up.
Somebody's gonna fast forward like this whole thing
I know.
until I'm sorry.
So on Saturday, though, we've been trying for the whole week to watch Stranger Things 5.
We've been trying.
So finally, Saturday gets here. We're like, finally, we have, because it's 4 episodes, and we like to watch as many of the episodes as we can at one time.
We get very caught up.
Very caught up. So we did binge all 4 episodes on Saturday. And this season, I like that they got right into it. There's not drawing out that first episode, not like setting up a plot or a story or anything. It's like the last 4 seasons set this season up, and they just hit the ball running. You know, they hit the road running down there, whatever I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do, but
Well-
I don't necessarily agree.
What? You even said it during it. You were like, they just jumped right into it.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I would have liked because it was like y'all are supposed to know what's happening. Let's go. I wish that they would have like given a little bit of story, like 5-10 minutes, because like all of a sudden I'm not going to give anything away, but you see characters already in their spots and what they have to do, and you know it's let's just say that the series is stressful from the beginning.
That's what I meant. It's
It's
not like-
stressful to watch.
yeah, it's not, and that's how they did with the very first episode. The very first episode of Stranger Things season 1 was like
I
that
don't
also.
even remember. It's been so long, but yeah. So we watched that, and you know what's weird is I almost didn't want to watch it because I didn't like want to have to care about something else. Like, okay, now I have to. But we watched all 4, so it wasn't something I had to go back and worry about.
Right.
But it's very good. It is very tense. It is, oh my goodness. It's just a wild ride, and it's only 4 episodes. So the next episode comes out on Christmas.
And the thing to remember, so Stranger Things season 4 was in 2022.
Really?
Yes. It was in the summertime, early summer, May, June, July time frame of when season 4 came out May 27th of 2022.
Oh my god.
Second set of episodes came out July 1st, 2022. And I think that's where it went. So, yeah, it's been almost 3 years. It's been over 3 years since we've had one. That's why the kids look like they should be in college and not in
I
high
know the
school
kids
anymore.
look super grown up.
But So you do. You have to really listen to some of the stuff they say to understand how much further advanced they are from when it ended.
I
Season
mean, and
4.
when it ended, you knew things would go bad.
Right, but they took a lot of time off, and I've heard different reasons they had to take so much time off. I heard David Harbour, who plays
Hopper.
he was filming. He wasn't available to film because of, I know he had Marvel obligations.
Yeah, he was in
Thunderbolts and was he in? No, he wasn't in that. But he's done a lot with Marvel,
Right.
So he had that filming to go on. But I'm glad to see they finally got this done. I like the series this season. We've watched the first 4. We're waiting for the next ones to drop on Christmas Day. Next 4 drop, I think. Our next 3 drop, and then there's one more episode that's going to drop on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so like I was just thinking we could watch it when we're driving home from Michigan, but I don't want to do that because it's hard to see in the car.
And it's hard to really pay attention if I'm driving. I can listen, but I can't really pay attention.
We can watch true crime though.
But I do think, so I've heard that the episode 8, the final one that's coming out New Year's Eve, is also going to be in theaters.
Oh my goodness.
That would be kind of cool to go see it with a group, with a whole fan base in there just cheering.
Is it longer than an hour?
I got to believe it's got to be. If they're going to put it in theaters, it's going to have to be probably a 2-hour episode.
I mean, the thing is this whole series that they've done, once you start watching, it's like you have to see it through. And even when there's like lulls in the story, like last year, when they kept going back to the lab, I'm like, all right, we get it.
Right.
I don't know. I'm invested and I'm worried.
Why?
I'm worried because they said that a main character is gonna get,
Oh yeah, for sure.
this season. Like, who's it gonna be? And I'm telling you, there's a few that I will be like, I will cry. And and something else. Maybe I'm just home too much. Maybe, my perspective has changed.
Okay.
But I can see so much of myself in Aiden in Joyce and Will's relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not giving anything away, but so Will is the one where all this started.
And that's why I said in the first episode, Will gets taken up by the monsters or whatever.
Yeah. So he's the first one because they couldn't find him in like the first.
Correct.
Yes. But now, like, he's a good boy. He's a polite boy. He loves his mama.
Got his bowl haircut.
And I love his hair. I love Will. He's my favorite. But his mom, Joyce, Winona Ryder, she is all in, like, protecting her boy. And I can see why, because he was taken.
He was taken from her.
And there's a couple spots where she would literally throw herself over him.
Mm-hmm.
That's so me and Aiden. Like, I would. Oh, Andrew too. But
Right.
it's like I can just see weird. It's weird.
She didn't do that for the older brother.
He's never. But the older brother is kind of on his own, doing his
Right.
own thing. He's not with her. He's in
Right.
other spots.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird. But I can totally see myself doing that. Like, I will go against a monster for my kid.
And she does. If you're watching these new episodes, you see.
Yeah,
what she
you
does.
see her like going into like mom mode.
Yeah,
and
she goes into total mom.
I would do it too.
So the finale episode is going to be 2.5 hours long.
Ooh!
Theaters beginning December 31st.
Oh my God!
And it says roughly in 500 theaters across the U.S. So for us, it will be at Universal. It will be at Disney Springs. Oh gosh, it would be awesome to go to Disney Springs. It's a 10:30 showing, so you'd get out after midnight.
Oh.
So you'd be into the new year when you got out of there.
But what about saying Happy New Year?
I guess you could say it in the middle of the theater.
And somebody would get mad at you and throw their popcorn.
Probably. And it's funny because there's only one showing at Disney Springs that night, and it's at 10:30.
But it's 2.5.
Oh wait, no, there's another theater showing it too, starting at 8. So.
Well, then you get out to say Happy New Year.
That's right. And this one is called the what do they call the final one? The Right Side Up. That's the name of the episode. So I guess we'll see. If you're not a Stranger Fan thing, sorry.
Sorry. And if you're not a McDonald's fan, sorry.
Yeah.
We have really.
We got Burger King and Harry Potter fans listening in.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. But if you've never watched Stranger Things, binge it. because I'm telling you, it gets addictive watching it from season 1 through where we're at right now.
So sidebar. So our friend Jackie, she has not seen Stranger Things.
She's never saw Back to the Future.
She's never seen so much. So like we were razzing her this week, about it, of course, and Claire and I were like, you need a list. I mean, like, you need a list. And Gina said the same thing. Like, I'm going to give you a list. Like, John Hughes movies, different things that she hasn't seen.
Mhm.
And every time she says she hasn't seen that, I'm like,
We're going to add it to a list. We're
yeah.
we're going to start a big shared drive spreadsheet of movies Jackie hasn't seen and needs to see.
I feel like we're doing her, like, a favor by...
It's an injustice if we don't.
You know, right, it is. It would be a total injustice if we don't help her out. But yeah, she's like, well, I don't have time to watch movies a lot, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Then, you know what? We need a weekend here.
I was going to say, next time she comes here for a weekend, we're not going
get
anywhere.
Snacks.
We're ordering pizza. We're getting snacks. We might get some Grinch meals. And we're just going to sit there and we're going to do a complete movie marathon from the minute
we're going to make her sit there
till the minute she has to go back home.
I'm going to tell her at the end there's going to be a quiz.
There is. We're going to do the Back to the Future trilogy. We're going to
so
do the
that
John
she
Hughes
can't,
movies.
like, she hasn't seen
Spaceballs.
She hasn't seen The Breakfast Club.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like everybody has
Jackie.
seen that.
I'm shaking my head at you right now.
Jackie. She listens to the show, so we're not shaming you, Jackie. We just feel like we want to help you out. We're going to help a girl
We're
out.
going to help a girl out.
Yeah. Okay, anyway.
Okay, so that we've rambled, I think, enough. About 30 minutes into the show. We were worried we weren't even going to go an hour. We're already 30 minutes in.
Oh my gosh. But you know what? We haven't eaten dinner, so we're hungry, so we could talk about food longer.
That's true. And there's probably some food things in the news stories. So
Awesome.
I'm sure something else will come up.
Okay,
So
go for
I'm
it.
going to run through the news really quick. The big news that came out last week, D23 magazine is done.
Yeah.
Over the last issue has already been printed and shipped out. So that last episode either has Percy Jackson cover or it has the Avatar cover.
Issue, not episode.
I'm sorry, issue. And that's the last one, and it's not going to be available for digital or for a print edition. That's just completely going away. Now, D23, the club, is not going away, but they're getting rid of the magazine.
Yeah, I think some people, when that information came out, they were confused. Like, okay, so nothing? Like, we're not doing anything anymore? And that's not the case. It's the magazine.
Yeah.
So, do you think that... I threw my slipper at him by mistake. Do you think that that's a sign of the times, so to speak? Like, maybe people weren't reading it.
I have a lot of them. I don't think I have every issue, but I have quite a few of the issues. I would say I've read maybe 3.
Okay, so let me ask you
Total.
this, because I don't understand.
Okay.
When does everybody get a magazine? Is that just part of the deal?
If you were a gold member, which was the higher member, even from the start, because I was an original member of the D23 club when
Yeah,
it
I
started.
remember.
You got it for me for Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember when it came out. You got
Right.
it for me for one of them. And the magazine was the best part because you got this quarterly magazine you were going to get, and then you got like the little set of some like collectible type stuff. But I always liked the magazine because I just thought it was cool, and I started saving them right away. I kept them in the plastic. They're right there on my shelf. All of them are stacked up.
So maybe I'm wrong then, because then it wouldn't be. The reason I asked you the question is so it wouldn't be lack of people reading if you get it whether you want it or not.
Correct.
Okay.
So I know this year when they came out with the new levels or tiers of membership.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them now, and most people have the basic free one. You don't get anything with the basic one. You get the emails. You can buy stuff online.
You don't get a magazine?
You don't get the magazine. You don't get anything with the free one. Then there was the next tier where you got the magazine, and then you got whatever thing. The top tier one, though, you got to pick from all these different things that you could get. And like it was a D23 Spirit jersey, or it was like a replica of the sign that's hanging up at Disneyland that you walk under when you walk into the
Oh,
park.
yeah.
There was all this different stuff you could get. So I think they've upped what they're giving away with the membership.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're just taking away the magazine. And it could be costs printing that magazine. I know it's Disney. I know they make a fortune and all that stuff. However, they have to hire writers to write this magazine. And those
Right.
articles are not like blogs. They are full on 4 to 5 page articles of a magazine. I want to say is a 12 by 12 magazine, so it's a
almost
lot.
like a mini book.
It is. So it's a lot of. Not that there's like 50 articles in there. There's probably 8
Right.
per magazine.
Right.
But it's still time to put all that together. Still to have a publisher come in and an editor come and put it all together and make sure all the spelling's correctly and sell advertising and do all this other stuff. So I think they're better off giving away different things than a magazine.
Well, you know what? It's time, resources, money.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm being honest, from what I've seen, a lot of people don't buy magazines. They read everything online.
Yep.
And a lot of like if I read like say an entertainment article
Mm-hmm.
and it's from like a magazine or whatever.
Right.
You open it, there's the article.
Right.
Like I don't have to buy People magazine or whatever it is that I'm reading.
Right.
Because it's right there.
Yeah. And I think they did have a digital version of it. But again, you still have to have everybody do all the work.
Right.
You know, you're just taking out the printing costs.
Right.
But you still have the same team that puts together. So who knows? Disney is always changing up stuff. I'm sure
there was a good reason.
There's a reason why, again, like most things, we don't know the reasoning.
Nope.
We may never find out the reasoning. But eventually we might look and say, okay, that might have been the reason they got rid of the magazine for whatever. There might be a new one coming out. There might be, who knows what it could mean. But it was kind of odd that they got rid of that because I think that was
fast.
Fast. Good. Yeah. Your last issue, you got it. Okay, that's the last one. You're done.
Right. You know what? I if it were me
Mm-hmm.
in charge, I would have told them like people maybe in September or October. December is our last magazine.
Yeah.
To get them like if you want to join the club, if you want to whatever, so that you don't miss out on the final magazine. It was like they just like they announced it like at 6:00 at night. Oh, by the way,
This is done.
the magazine is over. Yeah, that's it.
So I remember you used to be able to buy the magazine in certain bookstores.
Yes, I remember
You
that
used to be able
too.
to do that. And they took that away years ago because you had to be, they didn't want people to be able to get the magazine unless you were a member of the club. I
Yes.
fully understand that because people are going to go pay whatever the price is for the magazine. They could join the club or they could pay for just the magazine at Books A Million or whatever. So I understand why they stopped doing that, but just to get rid of it all of a sudden, they could have done like you said. They could have said in the summertime when they put out the new tiers, by the way, the magazine will be going away.
Yeah, give people a
The
warning.
December issue is the final issue because they only do 4 issues a year. It wasn't like they were doing them monthly. It was 4 a year. They could have gave a heads up like, hey, our winter issue is going to be our final one. Comes out
Yeah.
on this date, it will be mailed to all members on this date. If you're not a member and you want to make sure you get that last issue, join now.
Right. And and that would have been another ditch effort for some money,
Mhm.
in case you like let your membership go. But it was, you remember, I think we were actually talking about dinner or something. It was like 6:00. And I said to you, I'm like, did you get an email about D23? And remember I said, I think the magazine is going away.
Right. And I was like, no, they can't get rid of
No.
the magazine.
So then we started Googling and I'm like, yes, it is. So we had to put out the information.
Right.
But I was very surprised that there was no warning.
Yeah, it was just kind of weird they dropped it like that. It's just kind of like a drop it under the radar. Like, here you go. This is done.
But
Sorry.
by doing that, you got people that don't read. Trust me. 15 years of doing this business. I know firsthand.
People do not read.
Reading is fundamental. And a lot of people don't do it.
Right.
Okay. So I'm reading comments around town. And people are like, oh my gosh, like all the activities are gone, all the movies are gone, all the blah. No, the
Never said that.
magazine. And it's in dropping it like that, people are like, I can't believe it's over, and you just like put it out like that, and no.
Do you pay attention?
No. So I'm just saying their timing and just like dropping it at dinner time. I don't know why.
I
don't know why. And you had to go look for it because it was like on their website.
I saw other people reporting it, and somebody had said that gold members were getting an email. Now we had dropped our gold membership, I think, a couple years ago because we weren't getting anything out of it. I wasn't using it enough. I stopped getting the magazines. I wasn't reading them, and I was spending money I didn't need to spend, so I stopped getting it.
But we have gone to their events.
But we have gone to the events because our good friends Greg and Holly are gold members, and they would take us if there was a movie premiere or
Movies or
something like
whatever.
that. And it's fun to go to the stuff. And honestly, when we were members, we never went to an event except for D23.
But they never had like these movies and different things like as much.
I
feel like they're upping the game. And do you think that because the magazine is gone, I mean, I don't know how big of a deal that is for people, but they will have more movies or
I would
more
think so.
activities.
There's more that goes on the West Coast than the East Coast.
Yes.
There's a lot more. They do like studio tours out there. They do all kinds of stuff for limited. They'll do showings, like they'll show Mary Poppins and they'll have Dick Van Dyke there. I mean, they do stuff like that out there. They don't
out
do that
there.
here. Yeah.
And one thing they do that bums me out so badly is at Halloween time they do an event in Salem and like put it's a Hocus Pocus screening somewhere and they have like all kinds of swag and it's a party and it's a whole thing. Like I want to go to that so bad.
Right.
But yeah, so they do other things.
And I know, so D23 this year taking place in August, is that correct?
August, yeah.
Hopefully they're going to have an Oogie Boogie Bash for D23 members like they did a couple
years ago.
Yeah, not the last one, but the one before that.
The last one they didn't have it.
No, but they had D23 Day at the parks. They had so many events last year.
There was a lot going on.
There was a lot. They had the baseball game. They had Park Day. They had
and they moved all the big panels to that stadium.
Yes.
And so everything was different last year because it's not an expo anymore. It's a fan event because you got stuff going on in different places.
And now even more so without the marketplace.
Huh?
The marketplace is gone. They no longer are going to have all the people selling
you're
different
right.
vendors and stuff are not going to be at D23 now.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
They got rid of all that.
So it's just I don't know. It's going to be different. They keep changing things. I'm sure there's reasons. But yeah, no more magazine.
No, so that's going away. So if you want to read more about it, though, there's an article on our site. You can click in the show notes, the link to it, and read it. Something else that came out that people were excited about, Bluey and Bingo are coming to Disney parks across the globe.
Mm-hmm.
People are very excited about that. And the cruise line, everything. I think they're going to be everywhere. So
we knew about Bingo, Bingo and Bluey meeting guests last year.
Right.
At the D23 Expo. So it's been like over a year.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, they're going to be coming to the parks, blah, blah, blah. And then we didn't hear anything else.
Right. It took over a year.
And then all of a sudden,
bam,
bingo.
Blue, bingo. We also put out Disneyland Resort 2026 full event calendar for all their celebrations and special offerings coming for 2026. So there's a lot of information in that one. Speaking of Stranger Things, the Creel House Lego set is coming in January. I honestly, after watching the show now, I want the house.
Oh my gosh, you want so many sets.
I know, this one's a really cool one because the set actually, the way the set is built and connects, you move stuff and it flips the house upside down.
Oh.
Without taking it apart.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of really cool. That's why I kind of want to see.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and add it to the list. That
I'll add to the list. It's going to be towards the bottom of the list, so that's I want above it.
Such a long list.
It is. New SpongeBob meals at Burger King. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Check that out. Everything coming to Walt Disney World in 2026. There was a lot of stuff that's coming.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe all the information they dropped. It was overwhelming.
It was overwhelming because we're trying to read through it. And at first we're like, oh, let's break it down to pieces. Like, you know what? Let's just put the whole thing out, and then people can.
Then we'll pick a couple
we'll
things,
pick some things
to pull out.
But yeah, there is just so much coming for 2026, and this includes like the festivals and the normal things that are happening every year. But there's just so much more. The ride updates, Big Thunder Mountain will be reopened. The Muppets taking over Aerosmith. Buzz Lightyear's going to be reopening.
Yeah.
The new
Animation Courtyard is going to be opening, and it's not going to be called that.
No, but it's really cool. They're going to have your Rapunzel meet and greet in there.
Have a Rapunzel meet and greet. But yeah, it's a lot. It's so much, and I don't know. It's exciting. There's a lot that's going to be happening, but then there's so much more that isn't happening next year that they're in construction building.
Right.
And last week, I think, there were reports that they already closed. Like when you walk into Rock and Roller Coaster and you talk to the
Yes.
band,
Yep.
there's like boards up.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not seeing that part, which kind of sucks because like if you wanted to go in there, let's say you're coming for Christmas.
If you didn't see it before. it
Yeah,
closed.
and a lot of people like us Disney fans, I mean, we've talked about this ad nauseum that if something is closing, we got to go see it one more time.
Yep.
Like tell us like okay, if this is closing on May 26th,
Right.
I will be there before May 26th to get my pictures and, you know.
I'll be there May 25th to make sure I get the last day, the last photos of it. So that way when it closes on the 26th, I already have it.
Yeah. So Disney people like to do that. Well, that was not there was no warning and people are like, "Oh, maybe it's a phased closure." Okay, fine. But tell people.
Yeah, exactly. If they could have gave a little bit of notice, like,
The
hey,
whole backstage
they could have said a
passes
month.
thing,
Yeah.
you know.
And they had the cast member would interact with what they were saying. Steven
Mhm.
Tyler would say, hey, about some.
How about some backstage passes?
Yeah, that's a great idea. How about some backstage passes for all my
Yeah,
friends?
we
And that
need a
was the whole
super
part.
stretch.
Yeah, it was really cool. So it's going to be exciting to see it when they do it with the Muppets in there. I think it'll be really great. But I wish they would have gave a little bit more notice because I would have liked to have gone over there.
Yeah,
seen
and
that
I
one more time.
understand. I understand why they would close that part because they're actually putting animatronics back there. From what I saw,
Yeah.
it's going to be a screen. Like not all the Muppets are going to be
Right.
animatronic,
Right.
but there are going to be some things in there from I saw from the concept art.
Yeah.
So I understand why they would want to start working on it, but like I don't know. They could have done it through the holidays so people that are here want to ride Rock and Roller Coaster as is,
Right.
the way you've always seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm sure they have reasons. But and here's the thing. Like I wanted to go and check it out,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't go on the
You
ride.
can't ride the ride right now.
I'm on medication that already makes me feel like I'm on a roller coaster. So like I would be like, I'm just here for the picture.
Yeah.
And then leave. Like, where's the exit? Because I can't do it. And I would feel really bad. I would feel bad for whatever reason. I would feel like, yes, I'm a social media person, like, and they're probably sick of people like
Yeah,
that.
but everybody in line behind you is gonna be happy because you're leaving, and that puts them one step closer to getting on the coaster.
One seat closer.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that's coming. So if you didn't get to see the old Aerosmith style of that, sorry you missed out on it. But there's plenty of
We
videos
missed
and
out
photos
too.
everywhere. Yeah, we missed out also. So. The magic of Disney animation details at Hollywood Studios. So we put this out, which is a little bit more information about that new area that's coming.
Yeah, I wrote that separately because it seems like people are very interested. One thing when they changed Animation Courtyard, and I'm putting that in quotes, is that they took the drawing experiences away. You know, there's things that people were missing, and then there's a good old launch bay that was there, and for a while it was okay, and then all of a sudden it was kind of like a waste of space.
Right.
So they needed to do something.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing this, and you're going to get some unique character meet and greets back there that you haven't had. The Drawing Academy is coming back, I believe, correct? Yes.
I believe so.
So I'm happy to see that because those belong in the studio.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse
Yes.
stage shade show is coming,
Yes.
and they needed something new. I think bottom line, they needed that area was on life support.
Right.
Like it really, really needed something.
But if you look at the studios over the last 7 years now, 6-7 years, so we lost Streets of America, but you got Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
You got Pixar area.
Uh-huh.
Now we're getting the Monsters Inc. area, so Monstropolis is coming. The animation area is being redone.
Right.
So they're doing really good with rebuilding the studios to become another full day park. I hope again.
I hope so.
So I guess we shall see.
But it's not a movie studio.
No, it's not a working studio anymore like it used to be.
It used to be kind of fun.
It was really kind of cool because you never knew if you were going to see somebody.
Yeah.
That was there. So, Cool Kids Summer is returning for 2026 at Walt Disney World, so you can read all about that. And if you need to book travel, our MEI Mouse Fan Travel can help you out with that.
Uh-huh.
Celebrate 35 years of Home Alone. There's a Home Alone gift guide that came out of Home Alone merchandise, which I've watched a lot this year.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I watched it today.
Yes, you
I
did.
watched part 1 and part 2 today,
Oh,
actually, and I was watching the Grinch before we came in here.
I saw.
So, yeah. So if you like Home Alone, there's a Spirit jersey, there's lounge flyers, all kinds of stuff coming for that. So check that out. Bake the magic at home. 5 cookie recipes from Epcot's International Festival of the Holidays. So
Oh,
5 full
cookies.
recipes from there. They don't have the one I tried. I tried the Snickerdoodle that had actual Snickers on it, which was really good. I don't
Yeah.
like Snickerdoodle,
You do
sugar
not.
cookies with cinnamon, but I like the Snicker cookie.
Yeah, because it had I didn't like the caramel they put on it. I thought it was a bit much, but the bites I took that had the actual Snickers in
Mhm.
it were very good.
Very good.
Yeah, so oh my gosh, I didn't realize that you could make them yourself.
Yeah, so they put out 5 recipes out there of the different cookies. They had like the maple leaf cookie from Canada. They had one of the chocolate ones. It's a good little batch of. It's 5 different
I
cookies.
bet you they
full
taste
recipes.
better baking them at home.
Oh, I'm sure they do because they're not sitting.
They're not processed.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Celebrate 70 years of magic with the all-new anniversary merchandise collection. So more Disneyland 70th anniversary merchandise dropped. I think this is the 3rd drop
Oh my
of
goodness.
merchandise for
yeah.
70th.
There's a lot.
And it's going till August. I think
Oh,
sometime in
okay.
August is the 70th is still going to go on. Spend the season in style. Holiday events at Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. So
Oh,
some
yeah.
things that they're going to have there. New Magic Key Pass option at Disneyland Resort came out. So if you're a Disneyland attendee, you might want to check that out. Hey AJ is coming to Disney Plus in January, which I didn't know anything about this.
It's a new animated
new
show.
one?
I don't know either until they send me the press release and be like, "Hey, there's a new show."
Okay, makes sense. Christmas at Summer House on the Lake, Disney Springs.
I love summer.
Does it involve their cookies?
What?
Does it involve cookies?
They mentioned cookies in the article.
Because that is the best part of Summer House. The view is nice. The view is nice out the back of the restaurant, but the cookie bar is the best.
It's so funny because like they're known for I guess their rosé,
Yeah.
but they're also known for like cookies. And like so this I guess this month's cookie is like a sugar cookie with like red and green sprinkles on
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I like that place. I do. There's something about it.
Mhm.
And they were talking about because I put that together. There's more merchandise, and I guess you can buy the merchandise online now.
Oh.
And their merchandise in there. Listen to me. I go right for cookies and merchandise. Is like beachy, if you will.
Okay. Yeah. I would
Because
agree.
it's like a lot of the sweatshirts are like a teal green,
Yeah, that
or that
beach
light
color.
the sea green or sagey green, or the same kind of thing in like pink or yellow.
Right.
It's beachy. I don't know how to describe it.
No, I know what you're saying. It's that.
It
that
isn't
feel,
cheap,
that
though.
Margaritaville type. It's just funny because when you're in line for cookies, you have to walk past all their
You have to
merchandise.
walk past the merchandise, and I always look, and then I look at the price, and I'm like, I'm gonna get a cookie.
I like their cookies because you don't have to wait 3 hours to get one.
Oh my god,
think
yeah,
they're
it's
fantastic.
convenient.
Their prices are good. They're like $5 to $6 per cookie, and they're huge. So
Yeah, you
well
can.
worth it.
There are multiple multiple times you can enjoy it, unless you really love sugar, and you want to
Yes.
just like pound the whole thing down.
and I may have done that before
He
with
kind of has. I take mine home.
oatmeal scotchy. I've eaten the whole cookie. But anyway, let's moving on. It was Walt Disney's birthday this past week.
Yes, it was.
And we put out just a little blog I wrote many years ago, actually,
Oh.
about Walt, and just kind of going through why I view him as one of my heroes. For some
Yeah.
of the things he did. So
Yeah.
you can check that out. Hallmark holiday movie being filmed at Walt Disney World. This came out the other day that they're filming a
Yes.
Hallmark movie. I know I had started to see pictures online that people were there and they saw things. And then the article did come out. Disney had sent us a press release that they were filming there. I don't know the actress's name, but I know she was in Party of Five.
Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, so I guess she's like in almost every Hallmark
She
movie.
is the Hallmark movie queen, and she actually made the announcement. And what's funny is there was this dude, and he was filming in Magic Kingdom with somebody else that I don't know who that is. People were joking, saying, "Oh, it's a Hallmark movie, ha ha."
And it was.
And it was because of the way the guy was dressed with his hair perfect and the
Right.
sweater, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, maybe it's a Hallmark movie," and
It was.
it was.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Also, Jonas Brothers Holiday at Disney. They dropped some photo spots and filming screenings that you can see for this new. I know it's already dropped on Disney Plus, I believe. So it's the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie. I haven't seen it yet. It kind of looks a little bit funny and interesting, but I don't know.
I like the Jonas Brothers.
I know you do. I wish we could. I wish I could get them to come to say a House to Mouse Expo.
Oh my god.
So if you know the Jonas Brothers and you're out there
And they want to do somebody a favor,
reach out to me.
or even like a Jonas brother that like if we get one, then we can have him talk his brothers into coming.
Right, we just have to get the right one.
Right. We got to get one that's most persuasive.
Yeah, whoever's got the most power. Then you can pull the other two in.
Right.
Celebrate the season in style at Evermore Orlando Resort. So they put out their calendar of events for the holidays and what they do offer for the holiday time. Where you can get your place decorated. They have that big water pool area where Santa Claus. We actually were there.
Santa on a boat.
Yes, we saw Santa coming in on a boat. It was really cool. So you can read more about that. And last but not least, Raglan Road put out their holiday flavors, music, and dance to the pub through the new year calendar of events that they have coming there. Plus also food offerings and drink offerings they're going to have.
Yay for Raglan.
Love Raglan. Always have. So discussion time. We've come, not that we haven't already
We have
discussed
already had like
Grinch
many a
and all that stuff.
discussion.
We're actually doing pretty good on time, though.
We really are.
And I'll tell you right now, there is no question this week, so this is just the discussion. That's all we have this week.
It's our own like made up discussion.
Yeah, we came up with one. And actually, you came up with this discussion this week.
I did. And you know what's weird is I don't feel good today. And I just, top of my head, I'm like, how about this?
I know. I'll ask you sometimes, and we spend hours trying to think of something good. And then today you're like, we came in here to sit. I'm like, I don't have a discussion. You're like, how about this? Okay. Over.
I know. Today I feel like garbage. And I'm like, hey, I have an idea.
So if you go to any one park when you feel like garbage. No, I'm just joking.
When you feel dizzy and sick from your medication,
you should just ride Guardians all day long.
Which park would you go to? Not Rock and Roller Coaster, let me just say. Or Guardians. Oh, my gosh.
Or Everest.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, actually, the discussion this week, if you could go to one park at Christmas time, what park would it be and why would you go there?
Okay, I don't know why I came up with this question because it's a hard one.
Not for you, it's not. I know exactly where you're going.
No. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Give me a minute. All right. So, no, our discussions are brutally honest people. So,
Yes.
you have to just remember that, right? First of all, it would not be Animal Kingdom.
No.
I'm going to say something and it's going to come out mean.
Are you sure you want to say this on the air?
I don't care about the Merry Menagerie. I think they're phoning it in for Christmas at Animal Kingdom. I think they could do
She's
bad.
getting fired up.
I'm pointing. I think if you're gonna, here's the thing. I'm gonna get a soapbox time. If you are going to go all out at the other three parks and you have people with these paper puppets or whatever at Animal Kingdom, what in the world? Now, you can see Santa. There are lanterns of owls and things on the store. So what?
Right.
I mean, like, come on. We need some Christmas lights. We need something. We need something.
Right.
So it is, in conclusion, it is definitely not Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
All right.
That's one down.
One down. Okay. Hollywood Studios. I love the old-fashioned decorations.
Mm-hmm.
I take multiple pictures and videos of them for whatever reason. I do it every year.
Especially around Echo Lake.
But I like the main area where you walk in and there's the wreaths overhead.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that feel. They have a beautiful tree.
Yep.
Love it. Okay.
And it's old school Christmas.
It really is. But they botched the whole sunset season's greeting, so it's not that one either. I'm mad at them.
I knew it wasn't going to be that one.
I'm mad.
I know. I can tell.
So Epcot. I love the Festival of Holidays so much. It means a lot to me. I have wonderful memories with the boys there. I love it. And I think this is the first year we're not going to take the boys to the festival, and it's a little heartbreaking. So as much as I love it, I'm going to have to say Magic Kingdom.
I knew that was the one. I knew.
I know, but I wanted to give you reasons.
Okay, what's your reason for Magic Kingdom?
Okay, so Epcot, I'm just sad about you. I love you, but I'm sad. And then Magic, I'm a little sad there too for the same reasons. But there's something about Magic Kingdom and the decorations and the music and the whole thing. I do love it very much. and I'm not even talking about parties. Let's throw parties out, okay?
Just a normal park.
Just a normal day. And I know I haven't felt good lately, but I really need you to drag me there before Christmas because I want to see the lights at night. I want to enjoy that, and I haven't gotten to enjoy much this year. I'm gonna cry.
Don't cry.
It's been really hard on me, so I would love to do that if we can. I still want to go back to the Festival of the Holidays at night. Yeah, it's just. I just have such different views this year.
Well, and this new medicine you're on, 'cause she just started new medicine the other day, which is making it even harder. So
it's making it even harder, you guys. So, yeah. But in that regard, being that I'm sick and things are hard for me, my perspective has changed so much as far as appreciation because I used to think, oh, I can run over there anytime. We can, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to Magic Kingdom again because it takes so long to get there and all that. And I don't feel that way. I mean, yeah, I really hate the commute to Magic Kingdom, but I feel differently because I can't do what I used to be able to do. And that is where I have more appreciation for it. Let's say.
we actually have to plan these days now and make sure you're feeling okay first.
Yeah, I can't just up and go.
Right.
So I think that I think that's why I wanted to go through each park because there's something, except for Animal Kingdom, there's something in each park at Christmas that I love and it's dear to my heart.
Right. And we've already seen the studios because we
have seen the studios. We've seen Epcot in the daytime.
During the day.
I've only seen Magic in the daytime, and that's a shame because it's been up since November.
We haven't been there.
We haven't been.
No, we haven't been since.
Remember, we went the one day and the wreaths weren't up yet.
It wasn't up yet. They all hit the next day.
Yep. So we have to have a date with Magic Kingdom
in the evening.
In the evening,
so we're
for
gonna
sure.
Pick a day when it's not a party night, to get over there and do that. And we need to do the same at Universal.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Because
I want to see all the Grinch
I love
stuff.
their tree, and I want to go to Grinchmas and all that stuff over there. So actually, that one's got to be more of a daytime trip because Grinchmas is during the day. I don't know what time the last show is.
I don't know. We could look into
we'll
that.
have to look that up and make a plan to get over there. So that's definitely something. So Magic Kingdom's your park of choice.
And I gave you a really long answer, but I wanted to explain my reasons.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
He's looking at me like, all right, whatever.
Good reasons. You're never going to guess mine. There's that million years you would never guess which one.
Really?
Yep.
It's not Animal Kingdom. If it was, I would be like.
So I absolutely love Animal Kingdom. I want to go see if the crocodiles are really real.
Oh my God, you always say that. I don't know.
I've never seen one move.
No, they've never moved in years.
Nope. It's actually not even Disney.
Wait a minute. These
you
are
said
Disney
a park.
Parks.
You said a park. You never said Disney park. You said what park?
Okay. No. You cannot say SeaWorld.
Why?
That's what you were going to say.
It was. Because to me,
SeaWorld does the best Christmas.
That is the best Christmas of any park in Central Florida currently.
And we have said
number
that
2,
a lot.
Islands of Adventure for Seuss Landing and Grinchmas.
Oh, my God.
Disney is not even in my top 2.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. I don't know what to say to that.
I told you, you'd never guess it.
Okay, you're right.
SeaWorld has the best ice show.
They do, and it's real ice.
They have the best indoor show they put on for the holidays, which is absolutely amazing what they do. I love the Festival of Trees on the water, the light show they do.
It's beautiful.
The lights that you walk through in the different paths with all the trees and such.
Yes.
Hands down, to me, they could charge more for SeaWorld at Christmas time, and people would pay it.
Like a separate ticket event.
Yep, a separate
it's worth
ticket event
it.
in the evening.
But it's not. It's your day ticket. We've talked about this.
And that's what's fantastic. They do the same thing at Halloween, except for when they do Howl-O-Scream, but the normal Halloween, they have trick-or-treating during the day and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of lame, but they do Christmas better.
They do Christmas the best. And I wish maybe Disney would take a page out of SeaWorld's book when it comes to that and maybe up their Christmas game a little bit to do something more exciting.
Okay, so can I ask you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to Disney for a moment.
Okay.
Which one is your favorite Christmas?
Studios.
I knew it.
Yeah, even though they had the fake ice, Studios, it doesn't even have to be for Jollywood. I like the old-fashioned Christmas
Mhm.
type feel.
Mhm.
You know me, I love Christmas music and I love Christmas movies.
He likes the old-fashioned
I
stuff.
love the old-fashioned stuff. It's a Wonderful Life's probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I grew up with a grandma who watched White Christmas and did all that stuff. So I grew up watching the old stuff, and then I remember as a kid watching Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation versions, and Peanuts, and just
Charlie Brown Christmas.
yes, you had all those, and then A Christmas Story. But there was also The Best Christmas Pageant Ever was another movie I grew up watching, and it was a lame movie that
Never heard of it.
they actually did a remake like 2 years ago of the movie that was in theaters, but the original one way back in the day, and it starred Loretta Swift from MASH.
Oh my gosh.
She was directing a school play, and they had gone to this house where all these kids were like, they were considered the bad kids in the neighborhood,
All
and she
right.
brought them in to play all the parts of the play.
All
And her
right.
daughter in the movie was the girl from The Craft who was also in Waterboy. We saw
Veruza
her.
Balk. Okay.
We
Yep.
saw
yep.
her. She's
We've met
the
her.
yes.
Okay,
She's,
yes.
She's Loretta Swift's daughter in the movie.
Okay.
But it was a movie that was on TV when I was a kid. I also remember Red Button's Christmas special. I remember Emmett
Who?
Otter. Yeah, but people would know these if they knew that stuff from the 80s and stuff. These were stuff that came out before we were on this planet. And some of it just made me love the old-fashioned Christmas better than what we have since.
I understand because I've said it before, love Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I'm afraid to watch it because I'm afraid I'd be a puddle if I watched it. But yeah, I understand because there's certain things that from childhood that, we all have bad memories, but we have good memories. And if you choose to focus on the good, I feel that's what makes Christmas even better. And if you you'll never get those days back, but if you can do things that remind you of those days, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's why. So when I was a kid, I used to remember my mom had all the records, like Gene Autry's Christmas album, all these different records, and I would literally sit there by the record player, pulling the records out one by one and listening to the records from beginning to end. Or like Andy Williams, and he would do his Christmas specials back way back.
Oh my, this is way before we were born.
And I would listen to Happy Holidays is probably one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time that he did.
He loves Christmas music. We have been listening to Christmas music in the car for weeks.
So this rough texture status I put, I don't care about anything. I love Christmas music. I love Christmas movies.
He does.
I love the old style Christmas though, because the meaning of Christmas seemed different.
It did. I will give you that because years and years and years ago, it had sentimental value. It had, and I just talked about this on my podcast, daydreambelieving.com, shameless plug. I just talked about this on mine, and you listened to it, about how, some things, like what is Christmas to you? What is, like last week we talked about family traditions.
Right.
And I think that, oh my gosh, I just had a thought. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Charlie Brown predicted this was going to happen because he was walking around saying that Christmas is too commercialized.
Right.
Do you remember?
He did.
And then
Charles Schultz was actually making a statement with that. He wasn't just putting out a cartoon. He was making a statement.
Right. But this was made what? In 60s or it was a long time ago. I want to say 60s.
Early, I believe it was 60.
But it's almost like they predicted what was going to happen. And you know what? It happened.
It did. It happened. We're at 1965.
Oh my gosh. I was going to guess 65, actually.
No, and I also feel the same with the Grinch. And I know a lot of people look at, Jim Carrey's great as the Grinch. He does all this. And the original cartoon is great. Nobody likes the Grinch. But then at the end, he becomes, actually the people kind of, everybody thinks the Grinch kind of converted to what the people wanted. But really the people converted more to what the Grinch wanted. He wanted people just to accept Christmas for the meaning of being together and not about presents and not about awards and not about decorations. It's just about being with the people you care the most about And that's a lot of people miss that with the Grinch. They just think he's a old curmudgeon that hates Christmas.
No, there's meaning there.
There's a huge meaning that Dr. Seuss put in that whole storyline. And if you really think about what he did, it makes that whole story seem Grinch becomes the hero of that because he got all the who's to kind of change and realize what the true meaning. Yeah, who? Because even in the book and in the movies and whatever, their tree catches fire and all that stuff, but they still come together as a family, and that's all the Grinch wanted.
Right. So if it's commercialized, he didn't in the Jim Carrey version. He goes down there and he sees everybody with their packages and all their stuff, and he's disgusted by the whole thing, and that's why he gets pissy and he takes all their stuff.
Right.
All right. And then
he's like, because it's all about this, I'm taking it from you then.
Yeah, because like you people don't get it.
Right.
So I'm gonna take that from you. So and Christmas morning, he's waiting to hear them cry.
Right.
And they finally got it.
They finally got what he was trying to say. And that's why his heart grows. That's why he cries. Because finally they did what he wanted.
And he brings the everything back, and it's a happy ending. But yes, so some of these older stories can teach lessons.
Oh yeah.
Because the stuff now is doesn't have that tug of your heart.
Right.
And old stuff does. And I think that's why I love Charlie Brown Christmas. I love the story of the Grinch because the newer Grinch, because I think it teaches lessons.
Right.
And I feel like newer stories miss the mark.
Yeah, they
do.
They do.
So I get why you love the old fashioned.
Yeah, I do. I just the world was a better place then.
Oh God, yeah. Well, anything is better than what we got now.
No, I mean politics didn't matter. What celebrities were saying about other things didn't matter.
There was no social media.
It was about humanity. It was about caring about your neighbor.
Yes.
There was people who didn't like each other. There was people who fought. There was all kinds of stuff going on in the world. However, it seemed at the holidays people came together.
Yes, and I implore you out there, please, like if you can find it in your heart to go back to the old-fashioned meanings, and if you see somebody that needs help and you can help them, do that. And I know a lot of people don't have a lot of money this year,
right.
But I have seen online people asking, like I need food for my pantry. I need to feed my kids. I would like to have a couple of presents under the tree. And people like, somebody asked in one of the groups, it was actually a group back home.
Okay.
If anybody has any old toys, they were going to wrap up I'm going to cry. Old toys.
Okay, well, now I'm going to cry thinking about this. 1986. The Goodfellows came to my house, and they brought us food. They brought us presents. It was just me and my mom. And I've never forgotten about that because to me, sorry, it was very, very, it was depressing for my mom because she was crying, because she was sad, because she couldn't do more, but she was also happy. Thankful.
Yeah.
And it said a lot that they knocked on the door, they brought us this box full of food, and they brought us a box full of wrapped toys, and they brought us the Santa bear.
Oh my gosh, the Santa bear.
And that's the reason I know it was 1986 because it said 1986 on his
the
hat.
paw, yeah.
His was on his hat.
Oh, was it on his hat? Okay.
And I've never forgotten that because that to me tells me how bad our lives were financially. But people took it out of their own hearts to help us. And that doesn't happen as much
anymore. No, don't cry. I'm sorry.
I'm okay. It's just.
Well, it explains why you feel the way you do. Like Scott is very anti-commercialized when it comes to Christmas.
I don't like. I don't want to say this the wrong way. I would rather not have presents. I'd rather spend time with people.
Yes, and there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, what are you getting for Christmas?"
Yeah, if somebody says, "What do you want for Christmas?" What do I usually tell them? Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't want anything.
Every time.
And it usually causes issues with me and you because you're like, "No, I'm buying you." I'm like, "But there's
nothing."
I
have to buy you something.
But even Aiden was asking me today what I want for Christmas. I said nothing, and then he kept pushing. I'm like, "Then make me something." I'd rather you draw me a picture.
Yeah.
Because years ago he made me that art that he painted and put our picture on the first time I held him anywhere we were together.
Yeah,
and
that
it still
was
sits
wonderful.
on my dresser. I look at that every single day. So I told him, I said, save your money, just make me something, because it'll mean more to me to make me something than go to the store and just buy me something.
And this is true. Aiden painted him like he just took blue paint over a canvas and he like did like the squiggle, not squiggle lines, but the back and forth.
Yeah.
And he took a picture of the two of them when he was 2.
Yep.
And it's so good because that means a lot to me also. But yeah, so like, oh my God, we're such saps. But you have to understand, we've had a really, really hard year. And yeah, so things are different.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And on the flip side of your story, my dad made us I don't remember what our organization it was. But I remember us taking a turkey and stuffing and a box of different presents and things somewhere in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I wish I could remember because I was just a kid. But my dad wanted me to see the season of giving.
Yeah.
Not what am I getting,
Right.
but about giving. And we took a whole meal and a box of things to this home in Detroit. And it was not in a good neighborhood. These people did not, you could just tell they didn't have anything. And
Right.
when we came in there, I remember the dad specifically. He put his arms up in the air and the smile on his face. And he was like, God bless you.
Because it's a miracle.
And you know, it was awesome. And when we walked out, my dad looked at me and goes, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
And I never forgot that. I just wish I knew. I'm going to ask him. I should ask him.
It could have been the Lions Club or the Goodfellas.
It could have
or
been something through
JC's or
church. It
something,
could have
yeah,
been
or through church.
Goodfellas. Because my parents still to this day, they, you know, they do a lot of work. My
Right.
dad cooks for the homeless
Your mom
still.
does the coat, or she did the coat
Coat
drive
drive.
for years.
Mhm.
Because in Detroit, there's a lot of people who don't have anything.
No,
You
and
see kids with kids that coats are too small because they've grown, but
and
they
it's
don't have anything
it's
else.
cold up there, you guys. It is cold, and you know, I think my parents get it.
Yep.
They get it, and I'm so glad that they passed that empathetic stuff on to me, and I'm hoping that my kids feel the same way.
And you know, we were talking about old stuff gives you talks about it, and it gives you the feeling. But a newer movie that does also is Fred Claus.
That's true.
Because you see when Fred and Nick are young, and Nick gets his birthday presents, he said, take him to another kid in the neighborhood because he has nothing, and he wants to give his gifts away. And Fred is the same way. Fred didn't like all the commercialism. He's like, I don't want presents from people. I'm going to work for what I want. You know, I'm gonna do all this.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a twist on the whole thing where Fred is actually the hero because by the end of the movie, Fred realizes his brother is important to him.
And he saves Christmas.
And he saves Christmas. And I guess my wish for Christmas, I have 2. One, that you get better, because that's my wish every day. And my second wish is that as people, we can just come back together instead of so far apart, because we let people dictate separating us. And that shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't.
One of my favorite Christmas songs is Do They Know It's Christmas?
Oh gosh, yeah.
And when I was a kid and the song came out, I didn't get the song. I just thought it was a song of all these famous musicians singing.
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
And when you listen to the words of the song and you hear that, like in Africa, and they have no water.
It was
and
USA for Africa.
US
I want to say was the organization.
was that one or
wasn't it?
was this Live Aid? I thought this was Live Aid.
Oh, Live Aid. There was
Live Aid.
a couple of
Yeah.
them. There was a
Yeah, this
you
was
know
the
what?
European one.
I'm thinking of We Are the World.
We Are the World. Yeah,
Sorry,
that was
wrong-
USA for Africa.
wrong
but
celebrities.
Live Aid was all the British.
Yes, because Duran Duran was in there,
Yes.
Sting was in
George
there.
Michael's in there.
Yes, yeah.
Bono's in there. It's like all these artists from over there.
Everybody that was popular back then.
Right.
Yes.
And they basically said these people have nothing, not even water, except for the ones that roll down their cheeks. And it's such a meaning thing that people should be able to help.
You know, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just, I know that we have really taken a turn on
Sorry,
this podcast.
but it was one of those. It was a discussion. I didn't want to end it because I think we needed to say what we felt.
You know, and we, you know, we are of those people that if we're able, you know how I am. If I see somebody that I can help, eats away at me
Right.
until I can do something.
Right.
And or even you guys, when you're at a store and it says, "Would you like to round up for whatever?"
And
Or
sometimes only a
Toys
couple
for
pennies.
Tots,
Yes.
like Disney, has these toy drives every year, and they're big. We went to one of them.
We were invited to come and cover it a few years back when it was at I believe it was at Blizzard Beach.
Yes, and all the trucks that came in.
All the whole line of cars coming in to bring gifts. And
It was
all
amazing.
And the military there to accept
Yes.
the Marines were there to accept them.
Yes.
And one of the main writers, Cappy at Disney's Parks blog,
Yes.
is a former military, and he's the one that kind of heads up that whole thing. And it's a fantastic thing to watch. It really touches your heart. And everybody at some point in their lives, if you ever wonder what you could do, volunteer for one of these organizations, because
Yes.
especially they need help all year round. It's just not people need help at Christmas.
No, they need help all year round.
All year
but-
long. But if you can give if you have a little bit extra that you can give, if you can round up, like you said, at a store, because there's so many of them that say, would you like to round up for this organization?
Yeah, sure. I always do.
And it's pennies.
It's not that much.
It's not much. If your bill comes to 1901 and you round it up to $20, are you going to notice the 99 cents gone? No, but that 99 cents added to 10,000 other people giving 99 cents changed people's lives
Absolutely.
for this holiday season. So just remember that.
There's always somebody that has it worse, and I know
Always.
we've had it rough, but
And it's still rough, but we're getting through as best we can.
and I always say there's somebody else that has it worse.
There is.
And I try to remember that on days that I feel blue or feel like I can't move, I can't this, I can't that. I'm always like, okay, there's somebody else that has it worse.
Yeah.
And I have to remember to be thankful. And sometimes I get stuck in my own head, but I still at the end of the day I'm thankful. And
what do I tell you every time when stuff is, if we have a small win? We're
small
thankful
win.
for it.
We'll
God,
take a
God
small
came
win.
and got us that. So
Absolutely.
okay.
Oof.
Yeah, that was sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry if you turned it off because we were too emotional. Sorry.
Oh my
if
gosh.
we said something that offended anybody, but this is truly how we feel.
Or you're
about all
like,
of this
please,
stuff.
I don't want to listen to people getting weepy.
Yeah.
But it's for good reasons. And I cry on my podcast all the time. So, you know what?
I usually don't ever. So
No, you don't.
No.
But he's, you are an old soul when it comes to Christmas.
Yeah.
You really are. And I think, you really get it.
And you used to tell me for years I hated Christmas, and I never hated. I was kind of like the Grinch.
You're the
though.
Grinch.
I didn't hate
I don't
Christmas.
hate Christmas.
I
You
hate what it's become.
Yes. Yes, and he's 100% right. And it's just one of those things.
Right.
But so you don't hate Christmas. You don't like all the commercial.
Hate
Are you going to steal all the presents in the neighborhood?
I should.
And then on Christmas oh my God, excuse me. On Christmas morning, you're going to be like stand somewhere and wait to see how people
You know what all it would be? It would all be electric bikes and electric scooters for all these kids,
Oh
'cause
my
that's all they get
gosh,
around here.
Kids in this neighborhood, I swear. Everybody, all these kids have electric bikes and electric scooters and all the
they don't pay attention
things.
to where
And
they're
they
going.
don't pay attention. It is such an issue. Okay, I don't want to get on.
Anyway.
Anyway, it's an issue in our neighborhood, but yeah.
Okay, so yep, sorry we went a little deep on that discussion, but I think it was a good
Little
discussion, and
bit.
I think it was worth having.
And I hope that you guys felt a little, maybe your hearts grew a couple of sizes, thinking about ways that we can help other people. And yeah, and we are thankful for all of you who support us all year round, because we wouldn't have our small businesses without you. And
Right.
yes, we are on the struggle bus, but a lot of small businesses are.
Right.
So we do appreciate you listening, following our stuff, sharing our blogs. You know what? This week, in the past few days, I have had people put posts up in our Facebook group. I don't see your posts anymore.
Wow.
And I was having this conversation with Greg that Facebook, for whatever reason, now they are Grinches in a bad way, because for the past month they have cut reach so bad for
Yeah.
pages, and they want you to pay.
Yep.
Like, no, my money goes for other things.
We have to eat.
Yeah.
We need our electricity on. We don't have money to throw at. I mean, honestly, it's that bad that we have to focus on our stuff and not focus on giving Facebook our money.
Right? And it's horrible, because I personally know families that are struggling this year financially. other small business owners.
Yep.
And
they can't get their
Facebook
stuff
are
out
going to
there.
be like that. It's maddening.
See,
It's maddening.
And that's the whole thing I don't think Facebook gets, because if these businesses were doing well, if they were able to get their products out to the people that need to see it and they were making money, then they would probably work more with Facebook.
Well, sure.
But because Facebook is saying, you know what, we're not going to show, and I get it, Facebook is a business and they need to make money, but they're making money. How many ads are on Facebook at any given time?
Oh my, and it's all like all the commercial ads. Like I went and looked at something today. It was somebody's page.
Right.
Okay, so it was their post ad, their post ad.
Mm-hmm.
It's all ads.
It is,
and it's companies that can afford it.
Right, and Facebook does pay the person who's putting up the stuff a small percentage of what's made, but it's not that much.
No.
But small businesses sometimes can't afford to put hundreds of dollars a month into advertising because they're barely making hundreds of dollars a month in their business.
Right, and from what we know personally and have heard, it doesn't really work unless you throw a lot of money at them.
Yep.
A lot of money.
We have a good friend that told us he put a lot of money.
Thousands.
And the day he stopped, his reach went down to 0.
Yeah, so he had a million followers and would get 1 like on a post.
Yeah,
so you know what? I have things to say about Facebook. I just showed Scott with my hands.
Yes. It wasn't about what we were talking about earlier.
No, it was not. It was not nice, but yeah, Zuckerberg.
And he's got a board of directors that he has to answer to.
I understand it, but they're making so much money,
and could help.
They're hurting families.
I understand charging a company like Ford Motor Company thousands of dollars for advertising because it's Ford Motor Company who's making $1 billion a year.
Right.
Disney, billions of dollars a year. I get that. McDonald's. I wish McDonald's would spend more money on their food quality than their advertising budget. I'm sure the advertising budget's more than
Oh
the
my
food
God,
budget.
here we go. Hi, McDonald's.
But anyway, but I understand charging those companies.
Sure.
But for many years, the Main Street Mouse hardly made any money. And we never made it off of social media.
I know.
And they wanted to charge us, I think it was at one time we were told $1,500 per post to promote it for all our followers to see.
Oh, no, that was not all our followers. That was a small percentage.
That's true. It was a percentage of our followers.
Because we have almost 500,000 followers
Yeah.
on Facebook. It would have been, I got an estimate one time of $10,000 for one blog. Are you kidding me?
And that's not even to everybody.
No.
And that doesn't guarantee they're going to read it if they see it.
Absolutely not. So
We're
anyway.
not selling anything. We're giving information. We're not selling anything through the Main Street Mouse. We're providing information to the Main Street Mouse. And that's why Lost Princess Apparel and now TMSM Emporium exist, because the Main Street Mouse as a whole doesn't make a product to sell to make money off of.
Exactly. So, so we need the traffic. We need people to read our stuff.
Right.
But it's frustrating, and I feel really bad about those couple of people that said something.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, you got to go to the page. So if you guys don't see our stuff either, go to the Main Street Mouse's main Facebook page. You have to like and comment on something, interact on any post, anyhow, and it'll start popping up. Right. Because I know for a fact, there is, what did I just tell you the other day? I said, I'm afraid to say anything near my phone.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to click on anything.
So here's what I'm going to ask. When everybody's in the parks at Disney, you're walking around, just keep saying the Main Street Mouse. Like 50 times, whenever you're around a crowd of people, if you're waiting for fireworks, the Main Street Mouse, the Main Street Mouse. Just say it everywhere because everybody's phone is listening. And hopefully to get
maybe people will be like, oh, what is this?
That would be fantastic. You guys could help us with that.
Yeah, or just go to our page and interact. It's super helpful, and check out our business, our shops, because, small businesses need people to support them, and not just ours. So just a reminder to shop small this year, because when you purchase something, from a big business, they don't care. You purchase something from a small business, and it makes our hearts happy. We get excited.
Oh, it does. If I get a $40 sale through Lost Princess Apparel, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
In my head, I'm like, $40 means, okay, it fills my gas tank, or it buys dinner, or it does, it's like, but to like Walmart, they're like, oh, $40, big deal.
Yeah, who cares?
But to us, $40 is huge. So just keep that in mind when you're shopping.
We went off way topics and stuff.
Way different than.
Sorry about that.
Shows. But I'm sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
So, Normally we would have a question for Michele, or she would have one for me right now, but we don't have one this week.
And apparently we didn't need it because we got one
we
pretty
went way
far.
over. So, but if you have a question for a future show for myself or for Michele, you can email me, Scott@themainstreetmouse.com. For any questions for Michele, or you can email her, Michele@themainstreetmouse.com, to ask me a question. Again, remember, Michele is with one L, not two, or your email will not go through. Also, on Thursdays, Michele's Daydream Believing podcast drops usually after 7 or around 7 o'clock time.
The most recent one is really good. I listened back to it, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but it is.
Yeah, the last one you did was
it's a
really
good one.
good. Yeah, it was really good. And your medicine, you could tell you were doing really well that day, medicine-wise and everything.
Right.
It was a
I'm
great show.
shocked I've been able to talk today,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, you've done good today, too.
I've done pretty
Yeah,
good
you've done good.
considering, yeah.
But if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for Michele's show, you can email again, Michele@themainstreetmouse.com, and she will answer you back. And again, we answer the emails we get. We don't have a team of people that do all that for
Oh,
us.
Lord, no. It's us.
I'm going to run through our sponsors of the Main Street Mouse really quick. These are the people that keep the Main Street Mouse up and running for us. They are sponsors and do everything for help us out with those things. So our first is our official travel partner of the Main Street Mouse, MEI Mouse Fan Travel. You've heard about them for years. We've told you guys so much. So you're probably tired of hearing about them, but they honestly are the best travel agency for your Disney travel, for your cruising travel, Universal, whatever you want to do, they can help you out. Just go to any of their banners on our page, click that, fill out a small form, and one of their fantastic travel advisors will contact you, and they will help you plan the perfect vacation. They will take care of all the planning, reservations, planning your time, everything, and give you suggestions. And the best part of it all, it doesn't cost you a dime. They do that all for you, and their partners help them out. So that's how it all works out in a big circle, and everybody's happy. Our official transportation partner is the Genie Transportation Service. They will make your Orlando trip effortless. You can enjoy safe, reliable rides from the airport to your hotel, port, or even a night out in the Orlando area. You can choose Genie for all your Central Florida transportation needs. Visit thegenieorlando.com. And last but certainly not least, our official stroller scooter partner, Kingdom Strollers, who has been our longest running advertiser. They've been with us almost since day one of the Main Street Mouse. Can help you with any scooter or stroller rentals you need. You can click on their ad on our site. That'll take you to their website. You can see all the different products they do offer. The best part is they will deliver it to wherever you're staying. They will pick it up at the end of your trip. You can visit them, kingdomstrollers.com. Any one of these, when you're talking to anybody from any of those companies, please let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse so they know where you're coming from. That's all I have to say, so I'm going to let Michele close us out. Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Yes, I second that. Thank you so much for listening. I know sometimes, like, our show is, fun and silly and a bit ridiculous, but, I guess both of us were kind of in our feelings, and sometimes it's okay to have conversations like that because it's important, and we are people. Like, we're not running around happy and making jokes all the time. So yeah, I appreciate you guys listening to us and supporting us this year. And yeah, we just love you guys and thank you. So until next week, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, magical week ahead, and we will see you real soon.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings. Watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.
Some imagination, huh?